The Google search engine collects references to third-party information that it then holds in an index for subsequent speedy retrieval. To deliver Google for Jobs, the indexes have been expanded to receive structured data relating to the job vacancies, and the presentation of the search results has been specially customized. Google populates its job vacancy indexes in two ways. The first way is by inviting job boards to provide an integrated job vacancy feed, and a large number of job boards have elected to do this in anticipation that it will drive traffic back to their sites. One notable exception is Indeed. Google for Jobs will, therefore, aggregate job vacancies from multiple sources in much the same way that Indeed does. The second way to populate the indexes uses the traditional Google web crawling bots. They will retrieve job vacancy data from employers' websites. Companies need to make some modifications to ensure the Google for Jobs search engine retrieves information correctly. These modifications will include adding job posting structured data to your job vacancy postings in the way specified by the Google schema. Any job posting that is missing the required fields will be rejected by Google for Jobs. Ensure your job posting web pages are indexable. The career portal must be open to the Google web crawler and not protected by robots.txt. Your career portal should be optimized for the Google search engine. And if you have an applicant tracking system, then this needs to be modified to ensure postings to the career page fit with the Google schema. Your career portal sitemap must also be updated at least daily to ensure vacancy postings are shown as rich results. More details can be found in the links above. From a candidate's perspective, Google for Jobs is extremely beneficial. Candidates need to simply enter a job search request into the search bar, and Google will then retrieve matching job vacancies and present the results back to the candidate. Not only does the candidate get additional information such as salary estimates calculated by Google's third parties, but there are also links to companies such as Glassdoor, which will allow candidates to quickly see a company's profile before hitting the apply button. We've seen that job vacancy data can be sourced from a number of job boards or from the employer's own website, and this can mean that the same job vacancy can arrive from different sources. Google removes these duplicates, a great benefit to the candidate, but retains the source of the posting, and in this way allows the candidate to choose their preferred route to apply. This may be through the job boards that originally posted the vacancy, or they can apply directly to the employer's career portal. Google's semantic search uses AI to understand the searcher's intent through contextual meaning. Through concept matching, synonyms, natural language algorithms, the candidate can quickly and easily refine their searches. So let's now have a quick overview of Google for Jobs. So here we are on google.com, and we're on the US version because the content's going to be richer here. I'm going to type in a job search, and I'm looking for jobs at a warehouse, and I'm going to choose a location, Los Angeles, and let's see what we get. So we've got a commercial ad here, but the bit we're interested in is this blue box section, which is Google for Jobs, and it's showing 3 vacancies on the screen here and the promise of 100 more. So let's click here on Google for Jobs. This takes us through to the list of jobs, and working from the top down, we've got our saved searches, the results of jobs that we've liked the look of and we've saved, and we can set up alerts so that jobs that fit a criteria that we've already entered can be automatically sent to us. To look at refining our search, we can look under categories, and then see whether we want to reduce our search criteria down to manufacturing and warehouse, transportation and logistics, sales and retail. I can refine my search by choosing a more specific title. So here are a range of titles: warehouse associate, warehouse manager, warehouse supervisor, etc. I can refine my search by location, make it 2 miles away from me, 5 miles, 15 miles, or I can choose specific areas. I can look at the date the job was posted. Was it in the past day, the last 3 days, the past week? I can look at the type of employment. So do I only want full-time employment jobs, part-time, contractor, or internships? I can look at the company type, whether it's a staffing company, a retail company, a logistics company, or I can look at a specific employer. Say, for example, DHL have a warehouse down the road from me. I want to know when they post a job that might suit me, so I set up an alert by clicking this button down here, and that will save my alert, and then that will appear under that section. So let's look at what we've got. So we've got here our list of jobs. Some of these will have their logo attached because they've uploaded that. Some of them where the logo hasn't been submitted will just have an initial. So Wine Warehouse gets a W. This is in Los Angeles. The company is Aerotech, and this job vacancy was retrieved from Glassdoor 14 hours ago and full time. So we can look down here at our various job vacancies. If we look at, say, this one, Randstad, it's got its logo here. We can click on this job, and here is the more detailed listing. We see that we've got our advertisement for the general warehouse worker at Randstad Holdings shows that we can apply via Randstad and go to their website, to their applicant tracking system, and here we are there. We've gone directly to the employer and we can apply here, or we could apply via Monster, and Monster will have this apply with Monster facility if you've registered with Monster, and there's an easy apply process there. We can see the job was posted 3 days ago and the rate is $11 to $11.25 per hour. So here's the job description, and down here we've got the hourly pay comparison. We can see that local employers pay between $11 and $17 per hour. Randstad Holdings haven't got a submission here, but we know from the advertisement what the rate is, and we can also see what Randstad Holdings are like on Glassdoor. So, how do people rate Randstad Holdings? Is it a good company to work for? If we go back to our search criteria and change this to Jobs Warehouse London, UK, then we can see that our job search here shows jobs in London and warehouse operative Edmonton. We can see this has been sourced from ZipRecruiter, LinkedIn and Total Jobs. And of course, if we look at locations, here we see familiar locations of Enfield, Barking, Croydon, etc. So Google for Jobs for UK coming soon. Watch this space. We'll finish with a question, which is, how will Google for Jobs affect recruitment in the future? Well, certainly Google will get more people looking at their pages and therefore their ads. Plus for Google. Once established as mainstream, Google for Jobs may introduce a sponsored jobs model, in the same way Google Search does with Google AdWords. Candidates will have the ability to use the world's best search engine to find jobs in potentially the world's largest job vacancy pool. Good for them. Job boards integrated with Google predict that they will receive more traffic back to their sites. So good for them too. Job boards with a pay-per-click model may find candidates prefer to apply directly to employers, and they will miss out on the apply clicks that they used to get. Not so good for them. Employers with career portals are likely to receive much more traffic, and it may be that really efficient career portals generate sufficient responses that job boards become much less important in their recruitment strategy. With this additional traffic arriving at their career portals, companies will need to promote their brand, their unique employer value proposition, their culture, their mission, and why the job seeker should consider working for the company. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for your time.